Hello, my dear Taurus. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between May 16 and May 31, 2017, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So I use the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Zero Marchetti, and I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with love and light, and I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. So I want my dear Taurus to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So I also want to take the chance to tell you that Mercury is moving retrograde. No, direct actually, since May 5, finally. This with communication. And Jupiter is still moving retrograde in Libra and will continue doing so until it stations June 10. Saturn is moving retrograde in Sagittarius until it stations in the end of August. Pluto is moving retrograde in Capricorn and until it stations in end of September. We will also have the new moon in Gemini, May 26, at the same side of Earth as the Sun, that have been moving into Gemini May 21. There it will pair up with Mars, and Venus will still be in Aries, moving direct. That's very pleasant. Also, Uranus is in Aries. Mercury has moved into Taurus, and Neptune is in Pisces. So I will just tune in for a few seconds. So, my dear Taurus, this is your future, and this is your now, and this is the past. So the now is probably the second part of May 2017, but whenever you watch this, is probably the exact right time to see it. So Taurus, soon Sun have moved out of Taurus, will move out of Taurus during this period, and Mercury moves in. You will also have the moon in your sign May 24, 2 days before the full moon. No, the new moon. Sorry. Okay, so the first card for you, Taurus, is Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is Libra. We have Jupiter in Libra right now, moving retrograde. It has been doing so since, I think, February. So this is revealing a lot of imbalances in your relationships and also in your way of communicating with other people. The Queen of Swords is a person that doesn't really want to take the consequences of what she sees. She has a very visionary way of looking at things, and she can also see with her penetrating eyes deep in your soul, be able to see the things with you that you might not really want to reveal, or the things that you want to in some way keep hidden, or you don't want to acknowledge them. So the Queen of Swords is usually gentle with this. Sometimes she can use it to wound you. She finds your weak spot and she stabs you right there. But the Queen of Swords is usually keeping quiet about this because she don't want the conflicts. And this is Libra. But now when imbalances are going to have to be kind of revealed, it's actually time for the Queen here to get her voice back. She's hiding a little bit behind this this veil, or what we can call it. I know that it's not a veil, but I don't know the name in the English. So we also have this arch here, so she's a little bit tied to the Hermit, with being in a cave kind of thing, even if this might be like the basement of a castle or something similar. It's also an arch are bridges. It's also doorways, passages, houses. It represents a lot of things. It's a very solid structure, but yet very airy. So you can have a lot of symbolism in that. The next card is King of Coins. So King of Coins is, of course, Taurus here. And we have Mercury going direct in Taurus. So it might be that you are going to need to have to talk more truthfully and not be so afraid of conflict. But maybe talk from a position where you're very like mature and calm and cool and rather decisive, but also being able to listen. She has wings coming out of her ears. So you might also be in a position with an air sign or with someone that you knows something or wants to talk about something, but are not really doing this. You can't get them to pronunciate the words that they need to say to be able to release something. And we can see that the light comes kind of from you and here. So it might be indicated that you can help the Queen of Swords talk, or you can give yourself your voice back to be able to communicate very clearly. Also about what you are kind of judging with others, not in a cruel way, but sometimes clear judgment can actually help a relationship moving forward. You have another queen here flanking the King of Coins, and it's Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is usually Aries. This can be a number of signs, of course. Air could be Gemini, Aquarius, Libra is usually Libra. King of Coins, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, usually Capricorn. Queen of Wands, Aries, usually Leo or Sagittarius, or any kind of person having those personality traits. The King of Coins being a person that's being able to build a beautiful home, a paradise garden. Usually Taurus is also very good with money, but sometimes it can be that you have a shadowy place here and therefore not being able to create abundance. I see this with many Taurus. I see this can also be like Leo. Leo has problem with staying in authority and self-respect and strength, and they are all about strength. Taurus is all about money and riches, and the Queen of Swords is all about communicating her visions, but no one is really up to the task. They are not really fulfilling what they are here to do, because we are all trying to be so humble and so controlled, and we are so aware about our bad personalities that we are kind of flip them into something else. So we have here two queens. Queens are very significant because they are the one that maintains the project, and the King of Coins is the harvester of the project. So it might be that you are up in something, you have some goal here. The Queen of Wands is very goal-oriented. The Queen of Swords holds the vision. The King of Coins holds the money. The Queen of Wands holds the creativity and kind of the spark, the energy, maybe communication also with partners and similar things. So it seems like there's going on some big things in your life, some project, some undertaking that requires a lot of people, or you having a lot of different personality types. Here we also have the High Priestess. She is actually like a beautiful mix of all the queens, and here you have the warrior queens, the Amazon queens, the queens that's are a little bit like, they have their masculine traits, fire and air, instead of water and earth, that's more feminine. So the warrior queens together with the High Priestess is making this person very fierce, or very much in their own self-respect, or they are not going to tolerate people stepping over their boundaries. The High Priestess is very in tune with her intuition and her kind of instincts. So she's following this to the core, because she's emerging water here. She has a lot of knowledge and experience, wisdom. She's in tune with the moon, her soul. She has the seeds here for the future. So it's like this side is holding kind of the knowledge or the wisdom, and this one is holding the seeds and the sparks. You can see this on the coloring, and also the soul, this sparkling around her head. So I think you are in a situation where you need to withdraw or pull out, rather, I would say, pull together a lot of different personality types within you, because you are going to be put in front of some challenge where you need to be very up to speed all the time with what's happening and the divine plan and what you're supposed to do. So you need to be very aware during this time. Something is going to land in your lap that you are going to have to deal with. So that's why they're kind of summoning a lot of your different skills to be able to solve this. Here is a 7 of Wands. So 7 of Wands is the High Priestess. Is actually she's guarding the door to paradise, and she's not going to let in whomever. It's like a princess, but a very not this princess that you need to rescue, but actually the princess kind of spider that you need to not be eaten by. She's going to see if you are a good mate or not. So she's being this door bouncer, and you want into paradise. So here is a lot of it can be a lot of ideas coming to you. It might be impulses coming to you as well, things that you need to react to and be able to say yes and no very decisively. Maybe it's going to be a quick test, being able to say yes, no, maybe, no, never, okay. So you're going to have to use your intuition, because it might be rapid decisions going on here, and you need to stand your ground. You need to know what you're made of. You need to have decided upon your vision and be ready for it when it comes. So you're not saying no to something that you actually later will regret not have saying yes to. It might be that coming some chance landing with you that you need to position yourself towards. Sometimes when we get exactly this, what we wanted, we don't want it anymore because it's coming too close. We get scared. We want to push it away. So 7 of Wands. 7 is always a spiritual challenge. It's something you haven't got really control over. You haven't mastered this skill yet, and it's about Wands, so it's about saying yes and no. Sometimes when people have problems saying no, they say no to everything because they want to keep people on an arm's length distance, because they know they have problems with borders or boundaries. And with others, it will be that you always say yes to everything, even though you had wanted to say no. And you have actually a force of warriors here, all despite the King of Coins that might be more under siege. This person, the door bouncer, the other, all the feminine creatures here, they are very much like archers. So it might be that you are feeling under siege, that someone is attacking you, or someone is wanting to come with some new ideas to you, or present some new project or something, and you are feeling overwhelmed here in your castle. You might feel you don't have control, and you want to get back in control. And this is the 7 of Wands. So is control that important, or are you in for a joyride? Are you comfortable enough with yourself and can you have your comfort zone with you wherever you go, so you can go on an adventure and say no halfway in if this is showing up to be not what you have expected? Or are you the kind of person that needs to say no now because you won't be able to say no later? So this is a time of truth where you need to be able to always be aligned with what you really want, to always be in tune with the latest plan from the divine and the latest liking from you, and still not miss this opportunity. Okay. So that was in the past. For some of you watching in early May, that might be happening now. We're underneath the Queen of Swords. We have 8 of Wands, so that's communication. You being able to actually tell the truth, probably in a more diplomatic way than than the bitchy kind of way that sometimes can be with the Queen of Swords. Since she has always be a visionary and always being able to tell people exactly what she sees with them, she knows by experience that this personality trait isn't really wanted. No one has asked for it. They will actually become agitated if she tries. So therefore she has become like saying things maybe in a agitated state or when she's mad. In other case she's kind of silent. But here it seems like you are starting to be able to tell your visions with a more direct, clear way, like in a way that's not causing confusion and misunderstanding. We have Sagittarius here, truth hitting the mark, being very direct without being blunt, actually wants to be able to have peace instead of war. So it seems like you will temper your Queen of Swords to be able to talk from a more like calm and less dramatic and more authentic point. So you actually will make the point. And you have the 7 of Wands and then the 8 of Wands. So it's kind of saying that first here you are very much in resistance and you just want to say no to everything, and you might come off as either aggressive or keeping people on a distance or not getting this connection. But here it seems like you are being able to communicate in a way that you actually will make connection instead of distance, peace instead of war, and truth instead of lies. So 8 of Wands is a very good card. We see that she has her soul above her head. So she's very much in tune with the divine. Here it seems like she's able to let this divine energy come through her and out in the world without distorting it with her very lonely and a feeling of being alienated, this energy. So it's not marked by this when it's come to her. So it might mean that you are more trusting your own visions and you are not like afraid of the consequences anymore. So therefore you can be much more calm and relaxed when you tell things to someone and maybe explain in 8 different ways until they understand. So you're not so high strung, I think. Okay, the next card underneath the King of Coins is the Fool. So the Fool is very pure and honest, and King of Coins he was underneath this siege, like a lot of people wants to come in and distort his comfort and change his castle and maybe build something totally different there or make it into amusement park or whatever. And he wasn't really thrilled first here, but with the Fool it seems like, well, this can be a nice idea. We have the symbol of the divine masculine here, like a very sweet little white dog hanging on for sheer life. So it's hard to take responsibility for a project that isn't really yours. But it seems like you will be brave enough to kind of embrace this anyway and say, okay, we go for a new start. We'll try this out. You don't want to miss this chance, it seems. So it seems like you will decide on going with the flow. A Fool card is very... It's as the High Priestess, very impulsive, but from a more naivistic point of view, the High Priestess is impulsive because she's feeling like she has the authority of the divine. The Fool is impulsive because he's naive and a little bit kind of blue-eyed and seeing things in very bright colors and having a lot of hope. So that's beautiful, having a lot of hope and new beginnings. Underneath the Queen of Wands, we have a Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is kind of an inner child of a person that are not really trusting anything or anyone, not even themselves sometimes. They have this a little bit judgmental quality towards the human race. They are holding this high vision of the Queen of Swords, and they have seen that people are kind of mad. And it scares them. So I think you're scared about new things because you don't know if you're going to put it in the like box of here is human madness, or this is actually a beautiful vision that can help us or make us move forward. So you're stuck here in a little bit of a situation where you need to choose either this jump over the cliff and trusting, or not trusting, saying no, cutting cords, or deciding upon that maybe a person that was you were impressed by or close to is suddenly feeling like this is a lunatic. Okay, you have a Queen of Wands here and a Page of Swords. So the Queen of Wands usually can be able to make the Page of Swords feel safe, because the Queen of Wands is very great with, she has great boundaries, and in the same time she's very compassionate. She's also very experienced, so she will know how it is to walk a mile in another person's shoe. So maybe she can recognize the fear of the inner child here and kind of guide this child through. To become again in contact with their inner high priestess and believe in their visions again, because the Page of Swords comes down as a very visionary person, supposedly to build those bridges again between people, but not knowing exactly how to, when people are not even being able to communicate or listen to truth when truth being told, or always telling that a new vision is crazy, or totally like no one is going to be able to believe this or do this, or this is not in our reality. We can see this with a lot of the big scholars during the last 1,000 years. When they have come up with a new idea, they might have been ridiculed first, and even killed. And this is a lot with the same when it comes to freedom fighters and people having visions of peace or visions of a better world. They are often being shot actually for having those dangerous new ideas. So of course the Page of Swords is a bit skeptic and feels like, well, but the Page of Swords is also the person that is a little bit, she don't really know the social codes about how you are supposed to interact with one another, because she has a very clear spiritual like channel. So she's going to make a clear house here if she's able to get her voice to not shake and to be steady. She's going to tell the truth and see to that everyone knows that she sees what's happening, and that she has like this visionary overview. The Page of Swords is the kind of person that will tell your neighbors really bluntly that no, I'm going to park my car in my driveway no matter you like it or not. Not really diplomatic. She's also going to tell, no, I'm going to take my daughter out of school because I think you have damaged her in this way. So she won't be really diplomatic about it. And that's why she sometimes gets very misunderstood. But you have the two queens here and also this beautiful king that can keep stability for this Fools and Page of Swords energy, because one side of this is like becoming your true self. You have the opposite of you is air, you are earth. So it's likely that you have this airy quality within your inner child, and that your talk or your visions wasn't really accepted during your time growing up. So that might be why you have been like putting yourself in a position of safety, because you feel unsafe. But now with these warrior females and all this thing going on, I think it's time for you to start becoming more in your authority and not being so afraid anymore, but actually start to speak your truth. And in the beginning it will be maybe childish, it might be dramatic, it might be blunt, but you will learn. If you put this little child in the in the shadow or in the bottom of the well when she or he was very young. They will take some time to cultivate this little person into knowing social codes and social rules. So here we have an Ace of Coins. An Ace of Coins comes underneath the High Priestess, and this is the doorway to paradise. And she was the the one that guards the doorway to paradise. So maybe the gardener as well. But you see here what I'm saying. When you are finding yourself, when you are finding the doorway to your true self, when you are becoming your true self without like so much bothering social rules and social codes and what's good and what's not, but just becoming you. Like you can't fake this anymore. You're too tired. You're too tired to resist yourself. And also you have those warrior females kind of not wanting to buckle down. So it's like you need to go with the flow and become your true self, very much in your self-respect, self-love, and this will create your paradise garden. So it doesn't seem so bad. But there's a reason why you have done this, why you have put yourself like in a position of being very quiet. It's because you know the consequences of talking. So I'm not saying that this is going to be easy, but I'm saying that this is the way to go. Here you have the Judgment as well. So it's like waking up to your true self, taking up your soul parts here, the things that, the impulses with yourself maybe that you have resisted before. Now you're going to have to put out the red carpet to them and invite them in because they are yours. And this is going to actually make you become whole. And that's what we all want. We want to become whole. So you need to decide that everything with you is all right. It's just how you communicate your voice out to the world. That's going to be the part where you can kind of become a little bit diplomatic. But in other case, you need to put words on what you're feeling, what you're fearing, what you want, what you don't want, where your boundaries, where your deal breakers are. So there's time to start the necessary communication and show yourself, show your true face, show people who you are. Not having a mask anymore, or not sitting still like inside the tower. You have let loose those warrior females now, so it's anyway too late to hide. Okay. And I think the Page of Swords need to be recognized like a person that's like lovable for the one that she is, instead of this person having to hide behind a mask or pretend to be someone else. So let yourself be yourself fully. This will actually it will kind of trigger some kind of DNA evolutionary coding within you and wake up parts with you that has been long forgotten. I think you are going to become your true self here and find like the doorway to healing. It's actually rather beautiful, and I think you are going to be very, very mature. It's not going to take especially long time before you can become very mature and safe with this, like very emotionally mature as well. Because when you finally love yourself and decide that you are good in the way you are, that's not so much more to be afraid of here. Not so much more to scream about or make drama about, because you are you and you're fine with it. So nothing else will really matter. Your outside situation won't matter. How people react to you won't matter. Because if you love and align yourself with you, who's going to threaten you from the outside? The next card here underneath the Queen of Swords is the Page of Coins, so the Earth page, and we have here Queen of Swords communicating with the Page of Coins. So it's much like the situation with the Queen of Wands and Page of Swords here, actually supporting yourself, giving yourself the benefit of the doubt, giving yourself support with words, deciding that you're good enough, It's pure earth again, pure earth. So it's like it's repeating the same thing twice in your reading. So it might be that you have to deal with also a twin flame, someone doing this work simultaneously with you. Someone that have the same visions as do you. It's children here. Queen of Wands, the Fool, Page of Coins, also Page of Swords in the middle. Queen of Wands is the mother, but she's very fiery mother. And the Fool and Page of Coins can take a lot of like backbone from her, get a lot of strength. The Queen of Swords has been a little bit more intimidated by the world and society because of her logic mind. The Queen of Wands is much more passionate and dramatic, so she hasn't been really affected in the same way. She's a witch, so she's a witch. She don't care about being a witch. While the Queen of Swords has this logic thinking, and she thinks, well, do you have enough logic, like things to say? You will convince her. So you have convinced her to become silent, and now you need to convince yourself, your inner child, that we're supposed to be like this. So there's no need of changing yourself. Actually, you need to start to find out who you are. This is your soul energy kind of coming down here in your body and revealing this. So you have these opposites with earth and air. So I think there's going on a little bit of struggle with you when it comes to your body. The body is very Taurus. The body is your temple, and sometimes you might, as I said in the beginning, that it seems like many of the sun signs or star signs are kind of repelled by their own personality, and I think Taurus needs to take better care of their body, the vessel which they got when they came. Here you also have a big cabinet of people here. This is the Knight of Swords. It's Gemini. We have the new moon in Gemini, also Mars moving into Gemini. What do we have more? Mercury is in your sign, Taurus, and we can see this with this Eight of Wands. It's a very communicative. Knight of Swords is also very communicative, but it's like this twin. It's like you have two voices inside of you, one saying, well, it's a good idea to be like this. This was how you were born, and this is your natural way of behavior. And also your body feels like this and this. And then you have the Page of Swords, the other little voice that's used to people not really accepting those things. Well, it doesn't really matter how my body feels. I need to go to school anyway. I need to do this work anyway. I need to clean my room anyway. And I can't really follow this, what my soul self says, because people are going to react to this and this and this way. So it might be two voices within you, like your logic mind and your actual Taurus personality that's very grounded in the body and with the divine feminine and receptivity and things like this. So it might be like a war between this almost heart and logic, but it's more body and logic. As we see here, the gateway to paradise is the body. So your temple is your body. So you need to go through your body to be able to resurrect yourself. There's no other way. But it's again here, as I said, there's a reason to why you put yourself in this safety position in the first place. You didn't want to come out as a fool. You didn't want to be like ridiculed, or people pointing fingers and say, well, look there, she didn't make it. And it's things attacking your ego. So maybe it's not such a big deal. Maybe you can let people ridicule you or have failures. Ego can't fail. Ego can't be ashamed. Ego can't make mistakes. Ego won't humble themselves. So if you just let go of control and don't mind so much about what people thinks about you and how you're going to come out as, Your ego is going to fall and your soul can take place in your body and everyone will be happy, at least me, because you have resurrected yourself to the person that the divine decided for you to be, not for human rules to decide you to be. We have new moon also in Gemini, and the sun will move into Gemini, and this is actually the sun's rays. So there will be a lot of light on Gemini, and Gemini is your sometimes you jumping into hasty conclusions, or you're having beautiful new ideas and next day you don't like them at all. So it might be that you're going to go flip side, like one day you will think that this is a splendid idea, next day you will like wake up all sweaty because you took this decision. So it's going to be like a little bit shaky with your mind, but I see that this air trait go back to the high priestess. So I think that it might be a little angel radio going on with you. So maybe write down all those fears and those thoughts, because they might point out to where you have kind of your original wound or your worst fears, and these are things that you anyway need to face in due time. So it's time to make a list, a bucket list of fears to face or wounds to heal. And underneath the Queen of Wands and Page of Swords, we have a beautiful home. It's the 10 of Coins. So it's that safety place that Taurus is so great on building. And maybe this time you will actually acknowledge this beautiful trait with Taurus, that you are good with money, you can create wealth. Maybe it's time to start doing this and not deny this skill within you and live in poverty and like in a monk or nun stage, and live out of breadcrumbs, or try to maybe let yourself live with a little bit of luxury. Maybe it's time to start to buy that more expensive ecological food, or eat like in abundance, or buy a new home for yourself, or pamper yourself with new clothes, or have a spa experience, or do something with the family, because the 10 of Coins is a place of value. It might be like a big family going on here, because you have a lot of people. It's 2, 3 children and a young knight here, 3 kind of queens here, and a king. So it's a full banquet, it's full house you have here. This 10 of Coins is also a place of value in that way that it's it can be your place of work. So for many of you, you will have new visions when it comes to work, new ideas, bright new ideas. Here again, new visions. Also doing something courageous, something a little bit crazy, something out of order. And this might actually be your lucky strike. It's Venus in Virgo. So it seems like it's well calculated, that it's not like too much of gamble. You also have the Ace of Coins here, 1, 10. So it's something that you have resisted, but it seems like it would actually land you in paradise. And here's 2 of Cups as well. 2 of Cups comes underneath the High Priestess and this doorway. So maybe there's like the next level being taken in a relationship, even though there's a lot of resistance and second guessing and cold feet and things like this. It might also be that that you and your inner child is moving in together, becoming like having this special bond, and deciding that, because this one might think that this persona is gambling with their safety. But if you can, as the adult, you actually take care of your inner child and start to talk the truth on their behalf, becoming like the diplomat for them, and always honor what they see, and tell this, that you can build a beautiful bond with yourself and also with others. Because with the Page of Swords, if you keep her hidden, you can come off as a little bit of a liar. And you have both the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords. It's like those people that you think are talking about you when they actually are not, because they are thinking so much. You hear their thoughts. They are judging you constantly because they see things that you could benefit from if you were able to hear their critique. But sometimes the critique will come up as very blunt because they haven't really practiced on telling their visions. So they are rarely not speaking about it until they are asked. And when they are asked, people want to kind of tap their mouth again because they don't want to hear like the constant flow of things. So it's to be able to see things from an outside perspective might be very good if you are a human rights lawyer or a judge or something like that, and you need to honor this quality within you, but try to find useful ways of using this. It's like you have the 007, the right to speak, and you need to use it in a very conscious way, so you don't hurt with your sword. Instead you liberate and you build new foundations, like build trust with this. So when you start to actually tell people what you see, and in a diplomatic way that not makes people like afraid, not even yourself, because you're doing this in a diplomatic way that's not gambling with your need of having safe resources as a Taurus, I think people are going to feel more relaxed close to you, and they are not going to feel judged anymore because you are going to tell them directly what you're seeing. So this is Mercury in Taurus. It's very interesting. Here you have a Knight of Cups as well, so 2 knights as well. You have a full house. Maybe it's because it's your birthday soon. So full house. Knight of Cups is might be a water person, like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, and it comes underneath the 7 of Wands and the Judgment. So this might be like a person that can help you to be able to see where you are resisting yourself, because they hold this loving energy. So they might like with either mirror some behavior that you don't like, or in other way make you conscious about something where you are resisting your true self. This might also be a summer flirt for some of you. You have the Queen of Wands, the Paradise, and the Knight of Cups, and also 10 of Coins, 2 of Cups, and Knight of Cups. So it's a little bit showing like a love story here, but it might be that you will be very suspicious about this in the beginning, and maybe not wanting to throw yourself in there at all. So it's an interesting reading because it's a lot of personas. So maybe you're working with different personas, in integrating like a lot of your different personas in you. And this might mean that you are meeting a lot of people as well, that they are kind of reflecting all those things going on with you. I see love here in the end, but I don't see, some of you I know gets a little bit afraid when there's a lot of people in the reading, because you think that, oh, my Capricorn person is faithful here, or my Libra sweetheart is having an affair. It can be different things, but I don't see those kind of things. I see more that people are starting to talk truthfully. It might be a family that actually start to talk about their how they might have hurt each other, or the old beefs that have been within the family, the things, the hidden things that is now being revealed and exposed and healed and talked through, and everyone is getting their voice heard, and there's going to be a little bit resistance and like a sense of everything is going to go horribly wrong, but it won't. So it actually seems like this will become very healing, even if it's a situation that's a little bit widespread and it has a little bit like warrior energy here. So I think in the end it will be very rewarding and healing for everyone involved. Okay, my dear Taurus. So wisdom of the hidden realms for you. We have the hungry ghost here. So that's obsession, scarcity, consciousness, attachment. So it's a little bit what I felt with you, that the thing that should be the most your strongest personality trait is with creating abundance on earth for yourself at least. It seems like you have a little problem there. So you need to step into your strongest power and not be so humble anymore, so you are not being able to be a true Taurus. Feed your hunger. And also cosmos, creativity, wasteness. So you have both the High Priestess and the Judgment card here. They are not really, it's not the most supportive cards. They are more challenging, but the Cosmos is a very supporting card. So it seems like this is more you judging yourself, and that the Cosmos is actually trying to give you a lot of love through yourself and your channels. But you might be very judgmental over yourself and not be able to give you this love. And that's also why you have this hungry ghost, scarcity of consciousness, because you don't think that you're lovable. You can't like really give yourself some slack, because in the core belief there's something wrong with you, and it's not. So you need to get over it. Okay, Cosmos is a very good card, by the way. You see, through dreams you're co-creating with them, and you have dragons here and comets there, and it's this beautiful tower again here, while we see also this light is coming in here, the light, so in your castle here. So I think that you, in your body, is talking with the divine constantly and co-creating with them. So try to trust yourself and trust the divine a little bit more. Let go of control. Try to not judge yourself so hard, or always like have this inner voice with you that's constantly telling you that no, you can't do like that, that's the wrong thing to do. It looks like you have a big personality gallery in you, many different opinions. So every time you try to do something, maybe you have like 10 different things that wants to come true, and that might be because you have lived many lifetimes and have a lot of experience, so you might see things from various different ways. So here we have the monk and nun. That's how I pictured you, that you have take some like promises or values of chastity, or living in poverty, or not eating enough, or things like this. And this is something you need to look at. It might be like an old soul contract, and it might come up as physical problems, allergies maybe, or having problem with your digestive system, not being able to process this because you have promised. So anti-promise this. Promise yourself to live in abundance and live in healthy abundance. Sometimes when you have been living in scarcity, when you will have addiction as well, because this need is going to have to come out somewhere, and you have the hungry ghost here. So it might be a good time to start to look at addiction as well, and kind of change the addiction into what you really need. Try to find out what you really need and give you that instead of the addiction. You also have living or travel, and I didn't see so much leaving, traveling cards here with you. You have this the Fool card, might be traveling the world a little bit. Judgment might be kind of the end of the world instead. No, I'm just kidding. But you have also house here. It might be something with flying or moving, or having a beautiful, valuable vacation. It might be moving to a new house. And if you are having a vacation, or starting a new job, or leaving in some way, it seems to become very prosperous for you. It seems like it will be a beautiful new beginning, that in first you will resist this because you don't you feel unsafe maybe, but it might be like a destined thing that's on its way here. So don't resist the new. It seems like it's already on anyway. The Knights are very hasty moving energy, so also the Fool and the Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is, of course, it's also flying, so it might be traveling or moving, or getting something new, a new start maybe, Okay, so my dear Taurus, I hope this helped. It was a little bit confusing for me with all the personas, but maybe you can make something out of that. I'm very grateful for all of you watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting to my videos very beautifully. I'm very, very grateful. And also, I want you to take really good care, and I hope to see you again in the beginning of June. Okay, bye-bye.